he's an older man. He's probably like in his 60s or something. So he just banged his girl and he walks out and, he does the whole thing, like puts his hand on the door, hand on the hip. Dong the size of Texas, dude.
Guys, this is an anime podcast. We have to say chin chin.
Chin, sorry. Chin that was this big.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Life is Daijoubu, episode 103. Today is the winter 2026 review. Are you guys excited?
The winter 2026 anime review.
It's always and it always throws my brain off because winter for me starts in like November. We're in this. I mean, we are in the spring,
and
now
now it's
sure,
warm, and then winter's ending because it's warm now.
No, I agree though. In my brain, winter kind of starts November as well.
Because that's typically when we have the first snowfall in our area. Although we haven't had snowfall for a while.
There's like no snow this year
Two
and
years.
last year.
2
years in a row, no snow.
Been kind of a deserty.
That means we're getting banged this year.
But a lot of wind. I hate the wind.
Dude, it's like, for some reason, the wind's like, it's garbage day. Let's get cooking. Every single garbage day for the past month, our garbages, everyone in the whole neighborhood's garbage is all over everywhere.
Yeah, because
like,
the wind just takes them away.
Pidgeotto, use Gust.
I don't know what happened to my original garbage can.
Oh, it's gone?
I have one.
I think it's down
we have
the
two.
street.
And
I see one all the way down the street.
It could be that one, but we have two. One of those I know was one of our original ones. The other one was, so when we first moved into this house, we had to order another garbage can. The one that we have is the one that we ordered. I know because I hate the wheels on it specifically. The other one was not the one that was here when we first moved in. I know for a fact it's not.
It got traded in the fallen.
We shuffled it around.
The tornado.
Dude. One of my neighbors has it. I don't know who. I don't care. They all do the same thing. So it doesn't matter. I just find it funny that because of the wind, we all just kind of shuffle them around.
Well, I think the wind at some point, the garbage can in my house the lid's just dead. I think it blew up.
Yeah.
So,
well, like I said, it is an anime podcast. We are going to be doing the winter 2026 review. We have our news. We have our top Mal 5s. And of course, we have all of our little segments. And before we get into that, Let's talk. Let's dish a little bit. For us, it's been about a week since we've seen a man. He went on vacation. He enjoyed some spring break. How was your vacation, sir?
Well, as you can tell, I'm about as white as when I left. I went to Mexico. It was fun. Rode on a cruise ship. Played a lot of Pokemon.
Got a nice T-shirt.
Got a nice T-shirt.
Did you get some avocados from Mexico?
I did eat some fresh fruit on one of the beaches, which was a mistake because let's just say that night I had to use number 2.
Montezuma's really.
It wasn't solid.
Oof. Rip to the fruit. Rip to this. Rip you.
Yep. It was fun. I'm very glad to be back, though. I'm very much so a homebody.
It was a long vacation.
Your white man bowels can't handle the fresh Mexican fruit.
Well, I think that the fruit, if it was fresh and clean, would have been fine, but it was probably semi-fresh and not clean.
Oh, you ate it raw, right off the ground.
Somebody sold it to you, right?
Yeah,
you didn't find it on the ground.
No,
okay.
There's people that go there, walk the beaches. You've been to Mexico.
Yeah.
They walk the beaches trying to sell you stuff, and there was a fruit thing that my family bought, and I was swimming, and I ended up coming out of the water, and they're like, "Try this fruit." Tried it, tasted good, but my goodness,
did you have to pay for it?
They paid for it.
Your family
did.
They
just gave me a bite.
Oh, your family gave it. Was your family like, oh man, that fruit got us?
3 of us.
3 of us.
4 of us.
4 of them.
3 had explosive diarrhea. The other one was vomiting and diarrhea.
Wow.
Oh. Yeah.
Good job, fruit.
Yep.
What kind of fruit? What?
It was just mangoes and watermelon.
Oh, it's like a little assorted.
It was like a cup that they had cut strips.
Crazy. I wouldn't have done it. You guys are nuts.
Don't recommend it.
Anyway, for third time the charm, this is an anime podcast. Let's talk about anime. We have some news before we get into the season review. We got a bunch of season 2 announcements as per usual at the end of the season, and then a handful of new shows. Let's go ahead and get started with the new shows. We've got magical buffs. The support caster is stronger than he realized. Oh, I didn't even think about doing that. I'm sorry. We can't even play the game.
It's all right. That one's a light novel.
It could be. It could
I have
be.
no idea.
I like that idea though. I think it's kind of. I mean, it's going to be one of those trash shows, of course. We all
Yeah.
know that, and I'd probably end up watching this trash. At least give it an episode. It seems fun. We have Shang Shan.
Is that Shang-Chi's the mentally disabled cousin?
No, this is the title of an anime thing. You're wrong. We award you no points.
Criminy. I don't know anything about this. I do know it's a Chinese story.
Oh,
That wasn't one of the things that I saw, but anyway. Next up, we have The Condemned Villainess Goes Back in Time.
it's a light novel.
It's a classic. It's like there's a few stories that I feel like in anime and manga just on repeat. This villainous and time travel / reincarnation is one of them.
And then we got to throw them. We got to give the new gimmick. So we're gonna have the villainous go back in time now.
Yeah,
It'll be a time loop.
yeah.
But we already did that too last season with that one that you watched
I think it was a few seasons ago.
a few
wasn't it?
seasons ago.
I
don't
they all
remember.
melt into
She just
one.
dies and respawns basically or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Something like that. Last new show we have is Needy Girl Overdose. Did you know this one thing? It would appear that he knows this. I don't know what this is.
So what were you manage a girl's
It's a game.
thing?
It's a game.
Yeah, and
Maybe we've talked
she
about
calls
this
herself
before.
she calls you Peachan, and then there's a one where you can option it's a bed, and she walks off frame, and you see the screen shake, and there's hearts.
P-Chan is a pink P90, sir.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah.
I am not P-Chan.
Well, no, in this game, Peachan is apparently a vibrator. She talks to her vibrator.
Ugh.
That's what this game is?
It's implied.
Needy Girl Overdose?
She's a streamer.
Oh my.
I don't like it anymore.
Well, let's talk about the season 2 announcements. Criminy, dude.
Although watching the trailer, it might be a very different plot, so I don't know.
Let's hope.
I love how that's what you knew, Thane. Like,
Yeah.
That's the one you knew. Out of everything we've talked about in the past year and a half, whenever we bring up new shows, normally none of us
There
know
was
any
a
of
game
them.
that
You
a
knew
lot of
this
people
one.
streamed.
Yeah, we didn't even have to play What Is This because they knew.
They knew it was a vibrator. Next up, the season 2s we have You and I Are Polar Opposites is getting a season 2. I have not seen the finale because it's not in English.
I have not seen it either. It's a fun show.
It's a
though.
fun show. Fun show. Next up, I feel like I've talked about this one before, that it's getting a season 2, but for some reason it was announced again, maybe. I don't know, but it's I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World. Because I remember going on a rant about how dumb it is that this show's getting a season 2 when it's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my
And
life.
you saw
I watched the whole
this
thing.
one,
Yeah. Watched the whole thing. It's garbage. I'll watch this too though, because it's just that right perfect garbage where you just have to see it. It's a train wreck you can't look away from. It's one of those. Next we have Hell Mode is getting a season 2. I don't know what that is. I think it must have aired this season, but I don't know anything about it. Next up, we have Free Run Season 3. This will be the Golden Land arc. If any of you have read the manga, you all know this is probably the greatest arc in the series, so look forward to that. I got really excited because it said October, and I was like, oh, shoot. But then it said 2027. I was like, oh, free.
We will be, I guess Thane's already there, but we will be 30.
I'll be
By
31
then.
almost.
Oh, yeah. I guess you'll be 31 by then.
Yeah. Next up, MF Ghost final season has been announced. So there'll be season 4 of MF Ghost. And another season 4, we have Oceano season 4.
Banger.
This could be the final season. They might do a season 5, or they could make a season 4 and then a movie
few long
or a long
episodes.
episode or something and call it a day. Last one we have is Tune Into the Midnight Heart is getting a season 2 as well.
I hope it gets treated better.
I hope it gets treated better as well. More on that in a bit at 10. Oh shoot. I was doing so good. Whenever I edit these, I always try to make sure it's all proper. I missed one. Mal's top 5 still says summer 2025 when we're in winter 2026. I've missed it twice in a row now.
You forgot Sentence to Be a Hero on here.
Oh, Send Us Be the Hero again in season 2.
Yeah. There we go.
Got it. Okay, Mal's top 5 of the winter 2026 season. I think I have 6 on here. Actually, it's not top 5. Sorry. Free Run season 2 is number 1 at an 8.97. Journal the Witch at an 8.81.
Did
I
any
think
of you guys
it's supposed to be
watch
Journal
that?
with Witch.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know what this was at all. Have you seen this thing? Did you watch
no,
this?
I had it on my little watch list and put as a maybe.
I didn't know what this even was.
I always find it fun for me personally, even if it's something I didn't watch, when we get something on the top 5 that's not a season sequel.
That's why I normally go farther than 5,
Than 5.
because I try to get stuff that isn't just a sequel.
Because I think the rest of this is all sequel, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, in a roundabout way, yeah. Oshinoko season 3 at an 8.75. Jujutsu Kaisen, the Culling Game, at an 8.67. Medalist season 2 at an 8.48. And I guess the 6th one I threw on here was Fate Strange Fake at an 8.47. Which is not necessarily a sequel. It's kind of a spin-off. That's the best way to put it, honestly.
Okay.
You could call it a sequel in some regards, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's Mal's top 5. I've never heard of this Journal with Witch or The Witch or whatever the heck it is. I think it said on Mal Journal the Witch. Who freaking knows, dude? I was like in and out of it as I was writing this list. Journal of the Witch, Journal with Witch, whatever it's called. I'm so curious about what the heck that thing even is. Spoiler alert, you're gonna hear me talk about that in a little bit. Well, right at the end of the show, you'll hear me talk about that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about our biggest letdowns and dumpies of the season. This is, of course, this segment where we talk about the things that made us cry, and not in the good way, and the things that we decided to drop because we did not like them. Thane, what did you drop?
I haven't dropped anything.
You didn't drop anything.
No.
I think that's a first.
You're a soldier thing.
Good job.
And you typically
But,
watch the most out of all of
The
us.
biggest letdown would have to be Netflix and David Productions, because at the end of the season said, "Hey, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7, Steel Ball Run is coming." I was like, "Oh, I can't wait." Yes, this is like supposed to be like the best part. Like it's the Wild West race. It's like a race across America. And the day comes. Episode 1 drops. It's an hour long. I was like, oh, shit, yes. Great. I watch it. I say, okay, where's the rest of it? I look it up. David Productions and Netflix are like,
They just didn't make any more? Or is there more episodes now?
no, as far as I know, no. They
Still just
said,
the first.
we don't know.
Wait, like it's lost, or they didn't make it, or
They said, we don't know when it's coming out.
oh,
So when it will come out when it's ready. I mean, it's kind of hard to lose the biggest anime, one of the biggest animes.
well, it sounds like they lost the respect of a big fan.
Yeah. It's not JoJo itself, because the manga. It's Netflix.
No,
it's
yeah,
David
screw
Productions.
JoJo and Araki.
Yeah.
Right, Thane? Rise
Yeah.
up, gamer.
Yeah, even though he had nothing to do with this.
He's the one that wrote it, right? Araki?
Yeah.
I was right. Let's
Yeah.
go. I'm a gamer. That's unfortunate, though. Yeah, I remember you told me about that. I was sad for you. That's what the Steel Ball runs the part that I'm the most interested in of them all.
It's you can start with it.
I
There's
know
a
you
lot
can, but I feel like I shouldn't. That's the issue.
We got
Well-
to season 3, right?
yeah, 3.5.
Well,
roughly.
if you keep going, I think it does get
Or
better.
halfway
Part
through
3 is pretty rough because he was just trying to write a longer one and doesn't feel very connected. I think parts 4, 5, and 6 flow a lot better.
Yeah,
And we're on part 7.
Yeah.
technically, part 9 is being written manga.
Yes.
Mm.
Part 9 is being written.
But
right
part
now.
7
It is
being
animated.
adapted, yeah.
Getting animated.
Great first episode, though. I would not put it as a dumpy. It is incredible. It's a very good
Just
start.
disappointed that you didn't.
Yeah.
You got hyped
Covers
up
like the
for
first
one
2
thing.
volumes. I looked it up. It's like, dang, that's a lot.
Oh wow.
But the actual dumpy, if I had to put an actual show, would be a show called The Darwin Incident. I was
Oh, you
excited.
were hyped about this one, yeah.
Excited for this show because I read the premise. Like, this sounds interesting as hell. It sounds like one of those like super interesting scene in the manga. Story like just feels very meandering. Feels like it doesn't really get anywhere to like the end of the series. And like the bad guy, like somehow he just, despite the monkey man, Charlie, his name is, being like super smart, he's kind of dumb. He lets the bad guy, who looks like Obama for some reason, get away like twice, and it's like, why do you keep letting this guy just kill him? You're a monkey. You have like
Super strength.
you have like skewed morals. Like
Oh.
you think I should kill this guy so we for the greater good, just do it. Instead, he's just a dumb teenager. It's probably because he's just a teenager.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I would give him that because if he's a teenager, that makes it harder to.
But he's also a chimpanzee, so it's like, I feel like a humanzee, as they call it, wouldn't really have like morals.
They call it
It'd have
humanzee.
very black and white morals. It's like, oh, this guy's bad, just kill him.
That's a real thing. They call it humanzee.
Yeah, that's an actual.
Oh my God,
that's an
so
actual
funny.
term for like a hypothetical crossbreed of a chimpanzee and a human.
That's the funniest thing I've heard today. It's so good.
Did they make that up? And I googled it, and
It's a real
It's a
thing.
real title.
I'm happy I got to hear
Not a
about that
chimp
today.
man, a humanzee.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Well, is that all your droppy dumpies?
yeah, it's my dumpy roppies.
That's the dump you dropped.
It's a drop I dumped.
I heard you slid some out. We all heard you slid some out earlier. What else did you slide out, Sky?
A show called "You Can't Be in a Rom-Com with Your Childhood Friends." I actually watched the first 3 episodes of this, and I quite enjoyed it. But I was watching other rom-coms that I just thought were better, and I'm doing this thing where instead of watching a bunch, I want to try and just watch a lot of quality stuff.
Watch the stuff you like better. So
Yeah.
you didn't dislike it. You just dropped it because there was actually better stuff out there
Yeah,
currently.
yeah, I thought it
Gotcha.
was better because it's like it's the same story of like there's 4 girls. Which one's he gonna pick?
Was it there like an obvious pick though, like there usually is?
Yeah, I think it's been a while since I've seen this, but I don't know. The only other dumpy that I had on there, and this is only coming from you, so I'll just let you tell the dumpy because I wrote the same one of Tune Into the Midnight Heart.
Yeah, correct. I was like, yeah. That's my biggest dumpy. Actually, I have 2 things. One of them is kind of just like, I'll talk about it. It doesn't really fit the category. I just want to talk about it. I don't know where else to talk about it. So we're going to talk about it there. But Tune Into the Midnight Heart. Very unfortunate. Pretty disappointed with that adaptation. At least they got the things that they needed to get right. Good. Which was the audio. The audio for that show literally had to be good for the plot of that show to function. And they definitely got some good voice actresses and voice actors as well. The main character, Yamabuki's voice actor, was really good as well. And the main heroines, their all voices were super, super solid. Each of the things that they all do, super, super good. Even the music, pretty dang solid. There's a bunch of I was presume original music for that show was produced. I thought it was good. I mean, it wasn't like something I'm going to listen to all the time, but good enough to be like, holy cow, this is literally made for a TV show. That's crazy just in general. So there's that. Even like the intro and the outro was okay. It wasn't my favorites by any means, but like it was okay. I have issues with the intro. The animation, I don't think it was as good as it could have been, but that kind of leads into the whole reason why this show's a dumpy is because the animation is just bad. It's not very good. Every now and then it's pretty solid, but for the most part, it's not very good. If you compare panels to the animation, the frames just don't look right. Like the faces typically are off a little bit. There's something weird about it. You could tell the budget was not there for the animation. And I assume it's because the budget went into the audio production, which I think was a good call, even if I wish it looked better. My biggest, there's some obvious things. Like every now and then they'd have the main character, Yamabuki, kind of going crazy, but they don't want to animate it. So they just do this really big wide pan shot. And it just shows them standing there, not moving at all in the background. It's just, I don't know.
Or they're just chilling in the library.
Really unfortunate. I would recommend the series though. Like if you're interested in a good rom-com, I would say pick up the manga. The manga's really solid. The art in the manga is really, really good too. So good stuff. So the shows that I actually did drop, I dropped Dead Account. If you remember me talking about that one, it's trying its hardest to be your typical shonen. It saw JJK and said, "Hey, I could do that." I made it farther in JJK than I made it to this one. If that means anything to you guys, so
Yikes.
the other one I dropped, and this is kind of an unfortunate drop. I just couldn't get into it. I don't know why, but I dropped Fate Strange Fake. I'm not the biggest Fate fan in the world. I mean, I watched Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, and all that, or whatever it is. And I really enjoyed those. I thought the animation was incredible. The story's a lot of fun. And that animation persists here. The animation in this story, it's not ufotable, but regardless, it's still incredible
So
animation.
A1 Pictures.
A1 Pictures, and they always do good stuff.
Yeah.
So it looks really freaking good. The story is unique and interesting, but I just didn't care about any of the characters. There was nothing to like grab me there. The only thing that was grabbing me was the setting in a fake United States, basically. And that seemed interesting, but not enough for me to keep watching, so I dropped it. My actual biggest letdown, though, is a manga. And it is a manga called March-in Crown. Have you heard me talk about this before if you're familiar with the show?
Okay, so I was looking through my manga app today because I've been doing a lot of cleaning house. Well, and I remembered you told me that Manga Dex went down, so that literally wiped out a bunch of my manga apps. Very unfortunate, by the way. I'm going to say this right now because we've said it before, but I would love to pay to read manga legally, but there's a lot of older manga out there that I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like the one I'm trying to do without purchasing the physical books is 20th Century Boys.
Yeah.
I don't know where to read
I
it.
think that
The
one's
books are
on-
expensive,
I think
too.
that one's on the Viz app, but you got to do the website.
But not on the app.
But it's on
online.
the website, yeah. And you
Okay.
can just
So if
look
you're a
at the website on
subscriber,
your
you can
phone.
still read it, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm-
I'll
I think it is.
I'll
I
probably
have
do
to
that.
double check.
Anyway, yeah, I saw that one on Manga Plus today, and I didn't delete it. I was like, I wonder if that was one Cole was talking about. And isn't that Aka Akasaka's manga?
Yeah, it's Aka Akasaka. And I will be Aka's biggest glazer, dude. I'm going to glaze that man, and I will basically till I die. But the last two mangas he's written had basically been misses. And there's a lot to be said about the ending of Oshinoko, and I do want to talk about that, but I'll throw up spoilers later on in this episode before we get there. Regardless, so he came out with one called Renai Daikao, which was like, that's the Japanese name. I don't know what it translates to. It's something along the lines of like love assistant, where like you have this person like in your ear telling you how to like talk to this girl to fall in love, It was cute. The story was fun. I liked it, but it got axed. This one, March-in Crown, should have been axed because it is a cluster F of a story. The art's good, but it's not him drawing it, just like the last two manga, Oshinoko and Renai Daikao. He hasn't been drawing anything since Kaguya. I still think this man has so much potential to be a really solid writer, and he definitely has the chops for it still, as we see with Kaguya and Oshinoko. I'd even like the Renai Daikao. I really like that one, Daikao or whatever. I don't know. I really like that one as well. This one though, oh my gosh, it's a train wreck. It's all over the place.
Like too many ideas with no direction.
There's one singular idea, but with like 17 directions. It's just, I don't know. You just don't know what's happening ever, and you don't really care about what's happening ever. It's like this like clever twist on like classic fairy tale fantasies like Cinderella, Rapunzel, Snow White, like all that kind of like old princessy stuff, and like they do this like horror kind of twist on it. It's cool. It does some cool stuff, but after like chapter 20, it just nosedives and it starts going back up. It's like, okay, I can kind of get. Oh no, we're back to the freak. What's happening? They're cutting off feet. I don't know why they're cutting off feet. That's the classic. Why the feet, Aka? Why they don't explain anything either. That's the issue. That's my biggest letdown is that March-in Crown ended up being bad because I was really hyped with the first 5 chapters. I'm like, this is solid. This is good. But now it's just like, don't even freaking bother reading it, guys. I really don't.
Dang. Well, I'll just I'm gonna pull that off the old list.
Might as well. There's something you should stay on the list though that I have told you about, and I'm going to tell you about it again later today. So look forward to that as well.
I don't think I have it on here. So, actually, I probably had it on my other app, but I deleted.
It's
that
on.
today.
It'll be on Manga Plus, so you'll be able to read it easy.
Okay, cool.
Okay, moving on. We have our biggest recommendation. I'll start this one. So my biggest recommendation is Sentenced to be a Hero. And I know Skylar said, I don't know if I have that in the video, but I know Skylar said earlier on, if not in the episode, that he had dropped it.
And I got towards the end, but it was just like I found myself watching the episode and I would fall asleep. I'm
Fair.
like, well, I don't know why I'm like, but the first like 5 episodes, I was hooked.
I think it's completely fair, mind you.
It's funny how much you fall asleep to anime. When I fall asleep to something, it's I'm actually tired.
Do you watch it while you're in bed?
Sometimes I'll pass out in my chair.
Oh, I can't do that. I can't sleep in my chair. But I'll if I watch something in
If
bed,
I start
I'll fall
passing
asleep.
out in my chair, then I know I'm tired. It's not because of the like if I know something bored, I'll be like, "This is boring."
I think the only time I've fallen asleep in my chair is when I really tried to like have a blanket. And anyway, Send It to Be Hero. It's not your greatest story ever told. It's not that good. It's fun. But the reason why it's my biggest recommendation is because I think I think it's got a great potential to be a great introduction to anime. Because it is both good for the normies and it is both good for the hardcore. Like there's something for both sides of it. I watched this as a normie, not as a hardcore, because if you're watching as a hardcore, you're learning about the fantasy world. You're seeing why the creatures are here. You're learning about like the world in general, like why they're in this part of the world and here and all that. And they give you that. They have stuff like that. That's there if you want it. If you don't want it, you get the surface level plot of these are the characters and they're fighting a monster. That's what I watched it for.
Cool fight scenes.
Cool fight scenes, great animation. So that's my biggest recommendation.
So Cole, I know you said you're having trouble getting through JJK. This is what I'm gonna do to it. This whole show.
Oh, dude, you're gonna freaking
want
whole hog it.
Yeah.
You're gonna share with me.
Biggest
grapefruity.
recommendation is JJK. This is some of the best. This is probably my favorite arc of the manga.
It's really
so.
You would
unique.
like this
It's a
art.
death
Yeah.
game. Yeah, I
That's
think
what
if you do get through
it's most
season
interesting to
one-
me.
Season 1's very shonen like, but
season two
two
gets intense.
It just like goes into a dark place
I see.
and doesn't get out of it.
How long is season 1 and 2? Or like they both 12
Season
episodes or
one's
longer?
24, I believe.
Yeah.
22 or
24.
24.
I see.
Season 2 is a little shorter.
Okay.
You should start with the movie though, because that's
Yeah.
actually a prequel to the entire series.
Yeah, it's called Zero.
Okay.
Jujutsu Kaisen Zero.
That's your glazing.
Yeah, it's my glazing biggest. If you haven't got on the Jujutsu Kaisen train, now's the best time.
I see.
And I don't know when part 2 they slapped a part 1 on it and said we don't know
Oh,
part
so
2.
this isn't even like
Yeah, this
full
is part
season?
1.
I see. Shout out
Mappa.
Mappa.
Yeah, Mappa's just like, you know, we don't want our employees to kill themselves, so we're gonna cut back production.
That's
a bit.
good. I'm glad they're doing that at least. That's good.
My biggest recommendation is gonna. No, this is considered an anime, even though it's on Netflix. Mine's Beastars though.
That's an anime. What the hell? Yes,
It was it on Mal? Is it not one that shows up on Mal?
It does.
Oh, it
It's
does.
based
I have
off
no
a
idea.
manga.
Oh, okay.
It should.
right.
Even though it's CG, I still consider it an anime.
You and me are.
Hey, bro,
we're-
Scott
yeah.
Pilgrim's an anime.
I watched an anime that was mostly CG. It was Trigun.
We're brother in
Stargaze.
arms here, thing.
Scott
We're fighting the
Pilgrim's an
same
anime,
battle.
and they didn't put it on Mal though. That's why I get why you
Yeah.
would say that.
Yeah, but Scott Pilgrim was like a weird case. Cause like, oh, look at all the American producers.
I know it's so
like-
dumb though, but because it is definitely
But
still
this
an
is
anime.
a full. But the reason why it's on there because it is a full Japanese production.
Yeah. Anyway, Beastars.
Beastars is good, dude. I think that Beastars is so much fun because it feels like a just regular human world, but it's got the one element that actually makes the world very unique, and it's that they're animals and that it's herbivores and carnivores trying to coexist.
Yeah.
It's super fun, but it's also like a whodunit murder mystery throughout the entirety of it, with love story mixed in between and really good characters and character development. Beastars slaps, and it's all done now, so you could go literally binge the entire
I
series.
like Senda, so I'll probably give it a shot.
Say martyr or writer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should watch her. Is it?
She's a
that's just
freak,
manga?
man. You look into
Sanda.
Sanda.
It's an anime.
It's an
they
anime.
animated
It's
it.
also
Oh.
a manga.
Is it done?
Probably should read the manga because I don't think the anime is getting a second season. Sadly,
Is it on the Shonen Jump app?
even though it was Science Saru.
I have no idea.
No, it's actually one that's on Manga Deck. So maybe go read it before it goes.
I thought Manga Dex is already axed.
No, so it's
It just had
it
to
just
clean.
like got
it just had-
cold.
yeah.
It got the colding game.
it got pruned.
You like that, fellow kids?
Prude, so they just
Yeah.
took a whole bunch of stuff
A
off.
bunch of
Yeah.
stuff is off it. There's still a handful of stuff on there still.
Because like I was getting on my manga app. This was I think it was a month or two ago, and I was trying to go on there, and it's like nothing would load.
Yeah.
And then you told me that. I was like, well,
Oh, you deleted the app. Don't delete the app. There's
It's
still
gone.
plenty of sources that you could just get that don't have to be manga decks. That was phenomenal.
Oh, I don't even have the Oho app. This was a different app that I was using.
Oh.
Yeah, I deleted that app probably around the same time, actually.
Oh, this one's crazy. You shouldn't have. This is such a good app. Anyway, yeah, so Beastars, pretty good one. I want to watch it. After we watched that season 1 years and years ago,
Yeah.
I've always been interested in the story. Is this finally done?
It's done. It's it. So,
Okay, so I can watch it all and then
'Cause,
be
like,
finished with it.
after we watched season 1, I binged the manga. This is probably 6 years
Yeah,
ago.
it's
5
been
or
a long
6
time
years
ago.
I binged the manga and fell in love with it then too. And then I just have kept up with the anime, which is phenomenal. So
Cool. Well, I think we can get into our musical tastes. We have our favorite OP and our favorite ED ending thing. Our favorite ending.
It says OP.
I know. I'm just saying OP and ending.
No.
I can't say ED because you're gonna be
Yeah.
like, oh, erectile dysfunction, har, because you do that every time.
No, I don't.
You did it at least twice, the last 2 times.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Favorite opening thing? What you got for us?
My favorite OP overpowered is Jujutsu Kaisen Aizo. The song is Aizo by King
Gnu.
GNU. I don't know. It's this opening. Every time I watch it, I always catch something new, and I always learn something new about it. It's an opening that has a lot. That's just like, and as you keep, and for manga readers or people just watching the season, you catch little things as it keeps going. It's a great opening.
Nice. My favorite opening is Test Me by Chan Mina, which is the Oshinoko opening. Phenomenal opening. I watched every time I watched an episode. Didn't skip it. It's just too good. Both the visuals and like there's like subtle storytelling with the visuals as well as foreshadowing with the visuals. And then just the song in general is just such a good song. They killed it with that one. It's so good.
This was tough for me. There was some really good OPs that I really liked. As an honorable mention, I had JJK and Hell's Paradise, which Baby Metal's actually featured on that one. But I had to pick 2 because I couldn't pick between. So I had Sentenced to Be a Hero. It's Kill the Noise by Spy Air. They've done a few other songs that I actually really like. I don't know if they were anime though. And then I had Free Run. It's Lulu by Mrs. Green Apple. That one is so much fun. It like starts out slow and quiet and then crescendos into this really fun chorus. So yeah, I like those.
Pretty good. We did have a lot of bangers this season, no doubt about that. And Free Run was probably my runner-up, but like, I don't know. This whole season I was Oshinoko pilled, as you'll find out as we keep. Well, you'll find out right now because my favorite ending is Serenade by Natori from Oshinoko as well. Once again, literally the same thing. Visuals that have good storytelling and foreshadowing. Love it. Good stuff and good song. What was yours, Sky?
I have Tiny Light by 17. This is the Beastars ending.
Oh,
Super fun, and the visuals are really cool too. So if you guys haven't heard that one, I would recommend go listen to it.
okay.
Mine is Free Run, The Story of Us by Mirai, or I think I looked up. It says the Japanese says Mirai, so
Like Future.
Mirai, yeah. So it's just a weird way to say future, I guess.
Or it's just
Yeah,
Japanese.
it's a beautiful pencil
Yeah.
sketch opening. It looks very unique.
All their
Free Run turns into a bird.
all their outros are that
Yeah.
kind of like that
The
cool
different style.
different artistic
Yeah.
styles. Yeah.
Very
Okay.
beautiful. Very beautiful song.
We're here. We're at our hottest takes. I actually have 2. One of them contains spoilers, and I will let you know about that one. But we'll go ahead and let Thane go first with hottest takes, and then Sky and then me,
First-
and then I'll do my spoiler.
First
one.
hottest. I have two too. First hottest takes. Netflix will ruin anime.
Oh,
I'm mad.
from the JoJo thing?
Yeah, and it's been a while. Like people have been complaining about how Netflix releases anime. At first, it was like simulcast, like, oh, Japan gets these weekly, even on the Netflix app. Meanwhile, they just released it in binge ball. Eventually, they stopped doing that. They had the week, whatever show comes out weekly, they were like, okay, we'll do it weekly since it comes out. And then for shows they produce, that like, is it just airs on Netflix? Like, all right, we'll do that. We'll do the binge model drop. And with JoJo in both the past, like now and in the past, it's always had this binge model drop where it kind of kills interest because people just get a batch episode. And then like it's in this case, like part 6, it's just the middle of a story. It's one big story, where back then we used to just get episodes weekly until it was finished. This one we had batch episodes and then we had to wait. And that is a lot of not ideal. That is not an ideal way for people to enjoy like certain animes. And I think people think if Netflix can make these deals but keep like doing weird things with it, people just lose interest. It might cost some studios a lot of money, maybe. But yeah, I don't like how Netflix is handling some of their projects. It's
too corporate.
Yeah, it's too corporate. It's too binge model. The binge model is they're relying on that too much, and I don't like it.
You like the binge?
You like it?
I'm
well,
the binge guy.
I don't mind if it's just one season drop and it's like, all right, the next season is gonna come out. Also, in general, TV shows just take too, like One Piece, like it was a 3-year gap between this season 1 and season 2. They're gonna be like 60 by the time they really make like the last season based off the final arc.
There's no way there. I think there's only going to be 5 seasons total of that series. I don't think there's any way they ever go farther than that.
Yeah,
because of that.
That's
basically.
a lot. Yeah, a lot of people say that. Some people theorize that they're going to make it like 5 seasons and then the One Piece is going to take over because you can just keep animating it. Characters don't grow old in animation.
Yeah.
I hope Wit Studio and Netflix does adapt the whole thing and makes it like a more
that would make sense
package.
if they did. Yeah, I bet
that'd
they
be
do.
Incredible. It'd be a lot. It'd probably be over like 500 episodes.
Yeah,
probably, but still, it'd be an easier time to watch. And then the second one is it's about the Chainsaw Man ending. Now, before I say the hot take, my opinion on it was like,
should we drop spoilers?
Yeah, are we doing spoilers?
I'm not going to give a spoiler. I'm just giving my opinion on the
Okay.
ending. I thought the ending was not very good. I thought it was very rushed.
Did you feel like it was kind of out of left field?
Yeah. Like, I thought that he kind of just gave up. He didn't want to write Chainsaw Man anymore, so he just slapped in a happy ending.
What if this is just a quick theory? What if this is just a bait and switch?
It could
that was
be.
the cope for before the final chapter came out.
Could
Now
be.
you can't keep coping.
Could be, but that's just cope. I just feel like he was just tired. He said, I just want to end it. I don't care anymore. I don't want to draw this anymore. That's the sentiment I feel. He could come back and say, I'm here, guys. Because like there was a manga called Battle Angel Alita. And he kind of made the ending. And I don't know the sentiment of that ending, but he did not like it. So he went back and made a new series that retconned that ending. And now he's still writing it to this day because he's just not satisfied with that ending. But I have a feeling that Fujimoto he's just not satisfied writing it anymore. So he just ended it. But my hot take, that's not my hot take about it. That's just everyone's opinion on it. My hot take, my opinion specifically, is that people just calm down about Chainsaw Man ending because I've seen like the Reddit blow up. They want to kill Fujimoto.
I like the memes
They say
that came out of it.
They say it's the worst ending ever because they're so invested. And I say Bunny Drop exists, so I don't think anything can be worse as long as that thing exists. And I'm just saying, guys, I know this will happen like it happened with another show I'll mention later, but calm down. You'll like simmer down and you'll be like, it was bad, but like, hey.
Are people more mad about this than Attack on Titan?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, 100%. At least Attack on Titan, like people could
Well, that felt like an actual
yeah,
ending.
Yeah, it's
This
people-
Chainsaw Man one felt like a fever dream.
It felt like all of a sudden, okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, whoa.
Just like
The Attack on Titan was definitely building. Like, okay,
Yeah.
clearly this is the
It had an
ending. We're
ending.
definitely there.
maybe it could have had one more chapter to like flesh it out because I feel like the last chapter kind of packed all the loose ends in for Attack on Titan, but like
Yeah.
it had an ending, like it had like a concise ending.
I
This just feels like easy just get out quick ending.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Maybe I'll save my question for after the podcast where we can just chat about it because I would love to talk more about it with you guys.
Yeah.
It makes part 2
Feel
that
that little bit bad.
yeah, it makes part 2 feel like inferior, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah. It almost makes it, in my opinion, we don't need to get too much into it. My opinion would be like, if you want to get into Chainsaw Man, like, I still think it's worth it. I think there's a lot of good stuff. Even in part 2, it's worth it. But like, if you want to just let satisfying stop, just stop after part 1. Don't even look at part 2. I like part 2 a lot though still.
Yeah, I like the ideas. It's just that they didn't pay off. The
Yeah.
payoff, it's just not. And of course, it's probably just fan fictions a lot. If maybe you can find a really good fan fiction someone wrote about the ideal Chainsaw Man Part 2.
All right, guy, what's your hot takes?
I just have one, and my hot take is that Beastars is underrated. I think that this is one of the most underrated shows ever made.
You know, not to judge on hot takes, but like
He's gonna have to throw you under the.
that's not really a hot take. That's just an opinion saying it. Beast, hey, give Beast.
Wait, that's what hot takes are. You literally said this is my opinion during your hot take.
No, but like when I think hot takes, I think hot takes is something wild. You throw something out there.
You're.
Okay. Like Netflix will ruin anime. Is that my hot take?
I don't think that's very hot. I think most people would agree with
Okay.
that.
But my statements like Netflix is gonna kill anime. That's how I was kind of aiming at it, but then I simmered it. I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying
I'll give you my hot takes. I'll show what a real hot take is like. Oh baby, oh baby.
Be like, Thane sucks ass. Okay.
Okay, hot take. Hot take. This is my non-spoilery hot take, so I can say it. If you want to get into One Piece, don't watch the anime. Don't read the manga. They all suck. Just watch the live action.
Yikes.
As someone who's been reading the manga, and I just finished the Water 7 arc, or Water 7 Ennis Lobby arc, which is some of the best, if not the best, of the entire series. JJK's better. I don't even like JJK. I don't know. I can't say that because I don't like JJK either. It's just fine. It's just shonen. It's just not that. It's just okay. I don't know why people think it's as good as it is. I really don't.
I'm convinced that it came out at a time where there wasn't.
Anything else like it. And I agree.
Yeah.
But I do think the live action's really, really good. I think Wit Studios animation is going to be just as good as live action. I don't think it'll be any worse. I don't think it'll be basically on par. It'll be, if you want to watch a cartoon or if you want to watch humans to do things, when in reality, you probably should watch the cartoon because it makes more sense seeing like freaking cartoons stretch and stuff than a human
Or
stretch.
the better option, you can go watch One Piece.
No, don't watch that crap. Watch freaking Wit Studio. I'm telling you, don't watch the old anime. It's garbage. Okay.
But One Piece is
That's
good.
my hot take. That's my hot take.
Okay.
Here's the spoiler hot take. I'm gonna hold my cup. If you see me put my cup down, that means spoilers are done. So you don't have to worry. The spoilers.
That's UI. You just did UI for them.
You like that?
I did.
The spoiler. Shut up. The spoiler is for Oshinoko's ending. Okay. Cups here. Spoilers engaged. So.
Do you know the ending?
Yeah, we've all
read the
read it.
manga.
We've all read it. So I can talk about it.
Sorry.
So watching this season has reignited and made me remember and realize just how much foreshadowing and obvious it is that Aqua's gonna die. That he's gonna die in some way, shape, or form. I know, like, anyone who's has any media literacy, has any saneness in their brain goes, yes, this kid's dying. It doesn't freaking matter. The reason why people hate the ending of Oshinoko, and this is why it's my hot take, is the reason people think the ending of Oshinoko is bad is because they're shippers and they're mad that their girl didn't end with the boy.
Wait, which one though?
They're
Either.
mad that
Doesn't freaking
Aqua
matter.
didn't fuck
Because
Ruby.
Aqua's dead. It could have been Ruby, could have been Kana, it could have been the hot one, Blue Girl.
No, it's kind of, I made the joke.
Akane. It could have been Akane. It could have any of those three. They're mad that he didn't end up with them.
I made the
and
joke.
that's
I
why.
made the joke about Ruby and Aqua, but that was the first one you said.
Yeah, it's because I agree. There are people that wanted that.
Yikes.
Like I don't disagree.
mean,
There's people that wanted that.
I know they're two separate people lives, but now they're kind of actually blood related. So
Yeah.
that's just messed
I
up.
agree. I don't think it's good either, but that's not my thing. It's some people like that. I don't care. I'm not talking about. I'm just
Actually,
talking
would
in
have hated
general.
it if that happened.
Those people are mad that the end. They think the ending was bad, and it's not the greatest ending. Don't get me wrong, but they think it's bad because their ship didn't sail. There it is. Hot take done. Spoilers over. No more talking. No thing. Shut up. I put the cup down. No more talking about it.
Okay. Damn you.
You gotta keep that thought in your head. Don't you dare let it out for the rest of this podcast.
Here's my
No.
Here's my Oshinoko.
Okay, spoilers. I
Here's
guess.
my Oshinoko spoiler.
The very downer ending.
Yeah, obviously, but
Yeah.
it was supposed to be.
I think it's very fitting for the revenge plot because it drives home the theme of revenge is bad.
Yes, it's supposed to be.
Yes.
It's supposed to be.
It's
not
fitting.
supposed to be a happy ending.
No.
Episode 1, the freaking main character dies. Are you kidding me? Of course it's not supposed to be a happy ending.
But like if you finish this season, Aqua literally has a 3-minute monologue talking about it. Talking about the
I'm
entire
gonna kill him.
theme of the
I'm
story.
dying.
Well, but it's like when he's talking to
About how, he's talking to Ruby and he's like, revenge
Yes.
is bad. This
Yeah.
isn't you. But I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And that's another reason. That's a valid reason why people don't like because Aqua's the one giving Ruby that advice when he's the one that's doing it anyway. And that's valid. But the majority of people think it's bad just because of the shipping thing. Anyway, spoilers done. No more talking about that. That was a fun little rant. I enjoyed that. That's how you do a hot take thing.
Okay, on the note of revenge, outside of any show, I think revenge works better if the target of revenge, like the villain, is someone who actually needs to die.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's
the
storytelling.
best
Another.
kind.
That's a
That's the
completely
best
different
kind of
subject, though.
revenge. Like the revenge where it's like it's just one guy and I'm gonna kill him because I'm petty. It's like,
Okay, moving on. We got guilty pleasure shows. Sky, what's a guilty pleasure you had this season?
The one that I liked was You and I Are Polar Opposites. Like, I don't think they're the greatest characters, but for some reason, I watch that show every week, and it was just fun. It's like a slice of life. No, there's not much else to say.
Pretty
I guess.
cuddly.
Yeah.
My guilty pleasure was a show called There Was a Cute Girl in the Hero's Party, so I tried confessing to her. And it's this demon guy, and like the hero's party can't ever get past him because he's too overpowered. And then like at one point he's just like, you guys can like go past me if you guys want. I don't care, but you gotta leave her. And they're like, we can't. And then they're like, yeah, you can. You can leave me. He's like, okay. So they left him go kill the Demon King. And while they're off going kill the Demon King, the little younger demon's just like, I think you're pretty. Want to go out with me? And she says, no, I can't go out. You're a freaking demon. You know, they had the whole thing. But like after like the rest of the show is just like them living their lives. He tries to be pretending to be a human and stuff like that. And it's very cute. It's very fun to easy to watch. Okay, what's your
Chain Soldier, reason titties. Let's move on.
It's beautiful.
Hey, I read the manga of that. Yeah, I agree too.
Uncensored titties specifically.
Okay, best boy. My best boy was Arisu Yamabuki from Tune to the Midnight Heart. Dude, that guy's my goat. He's so good. He's one of the better MCs we've had in rom-coms in a very long time. He's so funny, so aware of what's happening. It's so good. And it gets better in the manga, let me tell you. There's some scenes he's just like, I understand that you're into me, but we're doing this thing now, okay? I need you to
Chill.
It's so good.
Chill.
It's so good. It's so good. That's my best boy.
Mine's Legoshi from Beastars.
The wolf?
He's just a good freaking dude. Good dude, good heart, strong muscles. He's a wolf.
He gets the rabbit.
Wolf.
I think. I don't actually know. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't.
Does the wolf get the rabbit,
Or does the rabbit get eaten?
or does the rabbit get eaten?
Well, I hope it's a happy ending and the
Who knows?
And he takes his red rocket into the pink.
Criminy. Thane, what's your best boy?
Fumihiko Takaba from Jujutsu Kaisen, because he's funny. He's a comedian, a failed comedian, but he develops a jujutsu technique that whatever he thinks is funny, he makes as an attack. And if you think about that, that's pretty fucking broken.
Because laughing is like really hard to fight over.
Yeah.
It's hard to fight your own
Whatever
laughter.
he thinks is funny though. So he can think of the stupidest thing, make it laugh, and it manifests as an attack.
I just have to watch it, I guess. I have no idea what this even is.
He's actually a pretty competent fighter because of that. But he's also just a goofball. And also like his story of like failure and then finding something he's good at is pretty inspiring. He's a very minor character, but his story is pretty inspiring.
What's your best girl, Thane?
Mine's Maki Zenin from Jujutsu Kaisen. And from a scene, she's main focus of episode 4 in scene, and I'll talk about that later, but that's why she's best girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
My best girl is Emma Green from MF Ghost. She drives an Aston Martin. She's really good at driving, and she's a really cool character.
She's a hot white girl.
She's from the UK.
Yeah.
She's very funny. I really like her. She's really cool.
Proving that women can be good drivers.
Smokes them too, dude. Like literally smokes them good.
It's one of the most dangerous opponents.
Yeah, it's so funny, dude. This dude's like going up to pass her, and like the dude's like planning on like bumping her a little bit as he passes, like the little tap to try to like throw her off a bit. She sees this and goes, F you, hits her brakes, goes around, smashes him, and he spins out a little bit. And it was like not like a smash, it was like a little tap still, but it was enough to make him kind of like lose like 5 positions. It was just like, dude, get wrecked. It's so good.
Mine is I struggled because I put Fern from Free Run.
Mm-hmm.
She had some really good moments this season, but I think overall, I think I just like Free Run better. I love her freaking stupid antics, her happy-go-luckiness, but also the ability to just go serious mode with the flip of a switch.
She didn't show her feet this season, so I don't think she's good this season.
Well,
no grippers this
no
time
grippers,
around.
No little elf grippers.
Next we have our favorite story. I've got a favorite and a least favorite. Favorite's Oshinoko because this season was so good. I don't want to talk about that. My least favorite part. I liked this story. Just it's basic. I like MF Ghost story. There's one part of the story I thought was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, and it's this dude named Iba. He drives a GTR. I like his car. I like the dude. He has this horrible freaking little arc where he gets mad at the main character because the main character fell in love with the girl that he likes. Kanata. Yeah. And like, it's just, and like he punches him. Like, what the freak is your deal, my guy? You're a freaking loser. I was so mad. I'm like, this is so bad. This is the worst episode of the whole show.
You're like a decade older than that girl, by the way. So
I don't think he's that much older.
Yeah.
I think, well, I mean, he's definitely old. I think he's probably like 22, 23. But she
Make
is
him-
like 16, and that's the issue. Obviously, there's an issue there. He doesn't know she's 16, by the way. So that makes it a little better. But the fact that he got mad because someone else started liking her really pisses me off. That's like, come on, dude. I don't know. The whole line sucked.
Stop acting like a bitch, man.
Yeah.
my favorite story is Beastars. Once again, it's just a banger. It's a banger whodunit, murder mystery, kind of coming of age, passing of a torch, and the world is fun. But did the wolf get the rabbit?
How did it get it? Winky face. What you think?
I like Jujutsu Kaisen. I think I know people complain, all these rules. I think it deepens it. I think it makes it more exciting because then they start adding rules and it makes it like more complex. It actually makes you feel like you have to pay attention. Of course, it's not like, it's a million rules you have to follow. It's just a very like tiny amount of rules that the characters follow that they know, and you just watch the flow. It kind of makes the plot flow. You don't need to know all the rules. And also, the rules they add are just like, oh, it makes sense what rules they add because it's simple. But I think it's like a really interesting way for like the death game arc kind of thing, because it's also like a terrorist act. I guess certain games are terrorist acts in media, but usually they're like perpetrated by the government, like Battle Royale. But yeah. But it's kind of like Harry Potter, kind of like Voldemort made a death game in Hogwarts or something. That's what it feels like.
Okay, next up, we have our better or worse than the manga category. I wrote Oshinoko here as well. I think this season of anime did the manga so much justice. The manga was fine, but this was definitely like some of my least favorite parts of the entire manga. Anime made this my favorite arc. It's crazy how much of a change that happened. Like,
The voice actors kill it, dude. They did so good.
It's so good.
But I think the climax of this season was amazing.
Yes,
dude.
I agree.
It was so good.
I just remember reading this and thinking it kind of dragged on, but literally I was glued to the screen every single time it was a new episode came out.
The last episode was an hour.
Yeah, it was an hour
And
long.
it flew by.
Flew by. It's crazy stuff.
I put B stars. I mean, it's been years since I read the manga, which I was glued to as well. But it's so, in my opinion, it's so hard for a manga to be better than the anime most of the time.
Usually, yeah.
And obviously, we've already talked about, even in this episode, but in this show as a whole, there's lots of anime that suck, and the manga is just as better. But I think when the anime stays true to the source material but brings it to life in a very good way, it's really hard to beat that.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Thane?
Mine would be Jujutsu Kaisen. I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it's the same director as Chainsaw Man who directed these last two seasons, this and the last season. And guy's a good director because he takes the source material and just elevates it, just makes it its own thing. Like, instead of just taking the panels and just drawing what you see but giving emotion, they actually take a look at it and say, all right, how would we approach it in a cinematic angle? And like, it takes that rough sketch art style and actually makes it like feel like it flows like ink, kind of gives it an inky vibe. And it's just a really good adaptation, like probably arguably one of the best because of how it takes it and just makes it just pop. Like you've already read it, but you can watch it and be like, wow, it just feels like it's like they filmed the movie, but they made it. In fact, they might have just actually did rotoscoping. They might have acted it out how it would. I don't know how that makes sense. They act out the fights, but yeah, it's just really good.
Cool. Okay, running out now. We got only a couple left. We have I Need More. Gonna go binge the manga now. This one was weird for me. I didn't really have anything. I wrote you and I are polar opposites, but then I saw that season 2 was out, so I probably still won't go binge it. There's a chance I could, but
I did the same.
It's pretty short.
I wrote the same. Yeah, I looked it up. I think there's 65 chapters, and it is done.
so season 2 might even just finish the whole
It
thing.
actually,
so
when the final chapter announced an anime adaptation.
I see him. So I honestly, I'll probably just wait for season 2 then.
Yeah, I will too.
Since I would put Jujutsu Kaisen in here, but since I already read the manga a long time ago, I'm putting Free Ren because I'm not waiting until 2027 to see the best arc.
Have you not read any of it?
No, I haven't read any yet.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I
Welcome.
need to.
Yeah, the Golden Land arc that's announced for
It's
next
on the
season.
Viz app, and I
It's
need to pay for the
some
Viz.
of the best.
Cole has all of them physically.
Yeah, I have them physically too.
Okay.
I think Thane's more of a phone reader though.
Yeah, I like to have on my phone.
Dang, I'm not.
I like book.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, dude, the Golden Land arc's so good. The arc they're in right now currently is, I think it would be better if it wasn't for the pacing of like the release chapters, just because the writer keeps getting sick, unfortunately, and as a result, the chapters are delayed. And so the arc that they've been in for like 2.5 years, and it's just kind of rough. But The one right before that's the Golden Land arc, and it's really freaking good. All right. Just a little bit more. We've got most memorable moment. I have 2. I have literally I barely watched this today. It's in Sentence to Be a Hero. It's Xylo, the main character. He kicks some chick, the bad girl, into the sky. And then the guy that rides a dragon shoots a fireball down at her and blows her up in the air. It's so freaking hype. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's insane. And then the other one, this is from MF Ghost. It's so at the beginning of the last race in the season, Kanata, the main character, and then Beckenbauer, he's like the greatest racer in their whole circuit. There's another guy who qualified ahead. So first, second, third. Kanata, main characters in third. They have to go for a water trap, and the guy in first spins out as soon as he gets past the water trap because he pushed it too hard, and then so it makes Kanata and Beckenbauer, they have to like try to evade. As they evade, everyone else passes them, and Kanata and Beckenbauer right here, and this other guy's over here, and so Beckenbauer gives Kanata the signal to like, okay, we're catching in because there's like a gap between like 10th and 9th, so we're going to get behind 9th. And so they quickly both spin at the same time and go, and then they use each other's draft to get past people the whole way up. It's so good. It's so fun. And like the best part is just Beckenbauer is like this stoic, like, I don't work with anybody, do my own thing. It's like, well, we're going to use each other. We're going to get back to the top, then we'll fight. It's cool. It's so good. It's so fun. That's my moments. What about you, Thane? You got any moments?
I have one, and I remember this one from the manga. Jujutsu Kaisen manga is one of my favorites from the manga, and definitely one of my favorite moments in the anime so far. It's Maki committing familicide, and in theory that's bad, but seeing what her family's like and just how cool it is, deserved. And it elevates her character. It takes from 10-10 level to like Kakashi level.
So I had 2 honorable mentions and then my number 1. But the first honorable mention is Fern's face when Stark asks her on a date. She's just dead. She doesn't even know how to react. She just kicks him out of the room. Number 2
are so cute.
Yes, they are. Best couple. Number 2 is JJK, the TV scene. It's literally like a 3-minute still of 2 characters talking, only being lit up by the glow of a TV. Super good. I know Thane and I've already talked about it, but
I forgot to mention the Maki scene, the episode 4. Several one big Kill Bill reference, like in the house, like the Go 88. They mirrored that, and it's pretty cool. There's a part where she splits a guy in half.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And then my most memorable moment is the Ruby Aqua climax scene where everything gets unveiled. Man,
it's a weird way to put it, but okay.
You're a monster. I didn't tear up, but I got emotional during that. And like, I remember reading this because I was binging this entire manga. I was doing a job. I was filming a wedding, and it was like in between one of the wedding things. So for like 3.5 hours, I just sat and read Oshinoko.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, last but not least, we got special awards. Dane, you got any special awards?
Sorry, my language. I've already said the F word several times. Sorry. But I got the fuck you award to Netflix.
You really don't like Netflix this time around?
No. Give me...
Poor JoJo friends.
Hey, at least Viz is licensing the manga right now. But give me it to me, damn it.
Or give Thane death.
Yeah, you come and get me, Netflix. Shoot me right now. I'm not at my parents' house watching it. What do you think about that?
Okay, mine, and I actually spoiled this earlier on, but it's the new introduction to anime show, which is Sentence to Be a Hero. I really do think it's a great show. If you want to get somebody to anime that just likes action, there's a phenomenal show to get them interested in it.
Whatever it takes.
I do think this would be a good one. Like your classics are like, show them Death Note or like Full Metal or something like that. I think this one, while it's nowhere near as good as those shows, I think it's on par with introducing somebody to anime because it does stupid anime stuff, but it's also grounded as well, just like those other ones.
Hopefully they can stomach violence. It gets
Yeah, I guess that's
violent.
true. If they don't stomach violence, then it probably isn't an introduction.
Yeah.
But if they're okay with violence, like if they watched Game of Thrones and they love Game of Thrones, but they've never seen anime, this is a great show to show them.
I'm gonna do the CG award, and it goes to Beastars because it's probably the only show where I've watched it and the CG has never bothered me one bit. Like so much to the point to where I forget I'm even watching a CG show. That never happens.
All right. Well, it is that time. Our best anime of winter 2026. Would you like to start us, Thane?
The number 3 got Sentenced to Be a Hero.
Okay.
Probably one of the shows I was looking forward to every week. There were several, but that one was number 3. Number 2 is Free Ren. It would have been number 1, but this season felt more like we got to get all these story arcs. We only have 10 episodes before the big one.
This arc's a little slow compared to the rest of them.
Yeah, this is the kind of like Attack on Titan. It was like, we got to get this tiny exposition arc before the really big one.
Mm-hmm.
And the number 1, you all know. Say it with me. Jujutsu Kaisen.
That's not mine. I gotta say it. But
Yeah. It's just one. It's my favorite show this season. It was Black Flash.
I really need to try it again. I really do. Okay.
Yeah, if you get past season 1, it just gets better.
Yeah.
In fact, season 1 gets better. The final fight in season 1 is, especially with that music, that they play like a song in there, and you're just like, go, 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 go.
I'll have to try it. I'll have to try it again. It's been probably 6 years since I've tried it, maybe 5 years. So who knows? Maybe a switch flipped. Anyway, my top 3. I've got number 3, MF Ghost. Easily one of the shows I was most excited to watch every week, just like what Thane said. Number 2, Free Ren. Just like what Thane said, it's still really solid. It's not bad. This is just one of the lower points of the story. And the number 1 for me, as you saw me glaze this whole episode, was Oshinoko. Like I said, this whole arc was just better than I've ever remembered it in the manga. This was some of the greatest stuff we've had in a very long time. And then I honestly think because I know the full story from the manga, I think this season is just better in general. I think because I know the story, this season is better, which is really unique and really cool. There's not a lot of stories that make me like it better because I watched the anime and having read the manga enhanced it. Really cool. Normally it's just like, cool, I get to see the fights move now, or I get to see the scenes that I like, but they're in color and in motion. This literally was better.
My number 3 is Free Ren. It's good. Number 2 is Oshinoko. This may be my favorite season of Oshinoko, like Cole's already been talking about. And then my number 1 is Beastars. I think it's underrated. I think it's so much fun. I think people should watch it.
Are you a secret furry?
I'm
just kidding.
I've never had the desire to put on ears or wear a tail.
But that rabbit could get it.
Okay.
No, it's funny. It's funny you say it's underrated, though, because I do remember when season 1 came out, it was like huge. But since season 2 and then season 3 now, no one talks about it. So underrated makes sense.
I think in my mind, it's because people don't see it as an anime. That's my whole reason why I brought it up in the beginning.
I could see it, yeah. I could see that.
Because like it airs on Netflix. The typical anime fan hates Netflix. So I think it's underrated. I legit think this is like a 9 or 10 out of 10 show.
I feel like it's one of the
all
shows,
the way through.
It's one of the shows that Netflix buries. They don't really promote.
They don't promote it.
Yeah,
they really don't.
They like to take some shows people think is underrated, but then Netflix be like,
It's so sad though. Like
here's One Piece.
They put all this money into the animation and it looks phenomenal. Like the storytelling's great. The voice acting is awesome. Like the English dub is phenomenal, dude. I don't know. I think it's a banger show. I think more people should watch it.
All right. Well, with that, what are some shows you wish you watched? That's such a tongue twister. What are some shows you wish you watched, Skylar?
Probably Fate, and then finishing Sentence to Be a Hero.
Okay, I will say this. It doesn't really get better. It's just more of the same, but
Just
the same
action.
is still like good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's just the action. You just watch and the characters.
It doesn't
Characters are
dip in
great.
quality.
Characters are like very, I wouldn't say one-dimensional. They're just very simple,
But they're fun.
but they got fun personalities.
Did you get to meet Xylo's fiance? If not, okay,
I don't think so.
she's a dame. Oh my goodness. Woo.
Also, the final episode, I'm just gonna say from the beginning of the show, I called it.
Yeah. I have yet to see it because it's not in English, unfortunately. So
You'll see what it means. Like when it's like, I bet that's gonna happen. It happens.
fair.
It's like a lot of people probably predicted
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Thane, what do you wish you watched?
I got a show called Medalist. It's been 2 seasons now. It's just high rated, and I see like it's sports. Not really into sports, but it's also psychological. I like
Yeah.
the psychological aspect. The only reason probably I watched is I feel like a weirdo because they're just little kids, even though it's ice skating.
I've heard all good things about it.
Yeah.
I heard it's really good, and it paints everything in a realistic light.
Yeah, but I'll have to give it a shot. I'm pretty sure there's a season 3, right? I don't know.
It'll be a movie. It'll be a movie.
Oh, a movie. Okay.
Yeah, I think a movie wraps everything up.
Okay.
Anything else?
Next, we got Journal with Witch because I actually did see on Annie Chart. I read the premise and I was like, "That's interesting. I'll watch it." And then I saw high ratings. I was like, "Well, I'll probably watch it
Yeah.
later." Then the B Stars. I haven't started it yet, but I like Sanda, and I've heard good things.
I literally think that it's gonna be one of those shows that you sit down and watch it, you'll binge the whole thing because you'll just get into it.
I don't know. I say that sometimes, but well, I am watching a show that I watched a lot. It was on Netflix called Love Through Prism, and that's pretty good. It's a pretty good romance. I like the later bit because like there's like a moment of reality setting in the time period, and you're like, oh, it's kind of dark, but okay.
Like they almost leave every episode off on a cliffhanger where you're like, I gotta see what happens next.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire show.
And that's all the shows I got.
Okay. I also wrote the Journal with Witch just because I'd never heard of it, and it was number 2 in the list, which is nuts to me. And then I also have JJK on here too. I don't think I've ever put JJK in the Wish I watched, so that's a little telling. Maybe it's just because it was this season specifically. I know it's a death game, and I think it's interesting. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it out. This week. Next episode, I'll report back if you guys remind me to report back. But I'll start watching it again.
If the first 5 episodes of season 2, which is also prequel, didn't hook you, I don't know.
Oh, I got to start with that movie. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
start
start
with
with the
zero.
movie.
Here's a weird watch order. I don't know.
I'm just gonna do the movie and then just
Okay,
season
yeah,
1,
yeah.
2, 3. Okay, let's quickly run through some manga standouts. I know Thane always likes the manga
Yeah.
standout section. What do you got, Thane?
We got Chainsaw Man because of how much of a fire it lit on the internet for that ending.
It was fun to
I'm very
watch.
disappointed. I wish it ended differently. It's one of those many things like I wish it was different, but like I remember the good parts.
Yeah.
I'll miss it. Hopefully it comes back. He does it right, but I think he's done. And I heard from a thing he said, I'd rather write than draw. And I think he could be a good writer. Like his art is very rough. It's like a very rough style. And his
I agree.
one-shots are incredible. Like when he does short form stuff, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Like Look Back, Goodbye Harry, these little shorts collection. It's great. Fire Punch is amazing. Like a little short, like I think it's
Fire
100
Punch is super meta.
Yeah. But I think just Chainsaw Man, he got burnt out. But I still remember the good times. So, and One Piece, I love One Piece. I still love One Piece. I recommend you read it. I don't care what you do, just do whatever. And I also predict that the One Piece come out in 2027 because that's 30th anniversary. That's my prediction.
That makes sense.
And then because Chainsaw Man reminded me so much of this manga, is Attack on Titan. I didn't reread it, but I just remembered it. And I think maybe you should watch Attack on Titan if you haven't, and see what you think about the ending. And then there's this next one because I read the last few chapters. Like, oh, this is getting really good. This is getting really interesting. It's called Kurumizawa's Folly.
I'm reading this.
Yeah. The last few chapters were like, oh, things are getting
Yeah, crap at the fan, dude.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, I did not expect. Like, the first episode hooks you. It's very emotional. It's like, oh, that's very emotional. But then suddenly it just takes a dark turn. You're like, where is this gonna go?
It's all over right now. Yeah,
yeah, it's like,
crazy.
oh,
That is
it's
a
one
good
of those short ones. It's probably one of the short ones, and I really like how manga has one premise and they know how many chapters it's probably gonna be.
Yeah.
And then finally we got Choji Next, which at first it started out as like a shonen like superhero type show, but now it's like this big war fantasy type. Like there's like right now, like what I thought was gonna be the final arc. There's now like this invasion from another country happening. It's like this show's going off the rails. It's crazy. And I hope I hope there's an anime adaptation soon because I haven't read Tokyo Ghoul from the other guy the same guy, but yeah, this one's like a crazy how much it's different it is, and I really like it.
I remember when that one started. I started reading it, but I fell off pretty quick. But
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was going to go places, so
Yeah.
maybe I'll try it again. I don't know. For me, I've got two. One of them is called Drama Queen. This one's interesting. It's not like it's that great. It's kind of sloppy, but it's fun enough to keep going. If you like interesting plots that explore fairly typical, topical points of conversation, it's there. I don't know. It's a weird one. But the big standout for me though is it's been this way since it started, and it's called Witch Riv. It's on Jump Plus. I'd recommend you get into it because it's only like 20 chapters or so far, and it comes out every Wednesday. Some super good reading. It was really, really nice to start reading that one when March Crown was doing really bad because that was also a Wednesday manga. And so I'd highly recommend Witch Riv. It's like Mashal. It's a world where
Are they at school?
no, it's not school. Do they like they don't like magic in Mashal.
Witches are superior, like witches, wizard, the superior
Yeah,
beings. The
they
muggles.
don't like the muggles.
Yeah.
Okay,
in
other way
Mashal.
around. They hate witches. Witches are bad. They want them all dead. That's this world.
Okay, so the opposite.
And main character is a witch, which, as you would expect, it's really solid. Really solid. The art's really good. The characters are clearly like developed. Like they're actually like putting time into it. On top of that, you can tell it's not just like we got to get through stuff. We've been on this little backstory for this character. We did like it started out as the backstory for one of our newer main characters, and it ended up becoming part of like the backstory for the bad guy of the arc. And it's like we've been on it for like a month or two, and I'm just like, this is crazy how much like development they're giving for these things. It blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Really solid. I would highly recommend Witch Riv. All one word. What about you, Sky?
Honestly, I haven't been reading a ton of manga. I've just been staying with some of the weeklies. So like Boruto is always a banger in my mind. I really like Boruto, and then Hema 10 is really fun. So other than that, I have been reading the light novel of Mushoku Tensei, having a blast with that. I don't think I'll catch up in time. There's no way. I'm on volume 5, but I'm getting
3
back into
summer.
I'm getting back into reading. I am predicting that I will finish the light novel series before it ever all gets animated.
ReZero's next season, and afterwards that it's
No, ReZero and
Mushoku
Mushoku Tensei the same season. They're both
Really?
summer.
I thought it was spring that was ReZero.
It might be 2 cores.
Oh, yeah, I think it's 2 core. It
Okay.
starts in spring and goes into
It
summer.
goes through the summer, yeah.
Have a packed year.
Good stuff. Good stuff to look forward to. Next time, we will be talking about the spring 2026 season. We'll be going over every single show and telling you if we're going to watch them or not, as well as just talking about them, seeing if they look interesting enough to give out a shot. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Have a great life. We'll see y'all then.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.